Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Ms. Roxanne and this is Daily Rambles. Sorry for not uploading the past couple of days. I have been really busy and I am back now, so let's jump right into the video, which is Season 3, Episode 8 of Avatar The Last Airbender, called The Puppetmaster. So the gang are in the woods telling scary stories, and Sokka's story was not that great, it wasn't as scary. Then Katara told a really, really scary story and that shook them. And then Toph heard people screaming, and then it just stopped. And then as they're continuing to talk, old lady says, "Hello, children," and they all freaked out. And turns out her name is Hama, and she offers them a place to stay at her inn. And she tells them like you really shouldn't have been in the woods. People have been disappearing. And then Sokka can't sleep because he's creeped out, and he's like, "I'm not gonna be able to get any sleep." Next thing you know, he slept for like 8 hours. Then he got up, and they're going shopping, and then we cut to where Aang wants to help, and then we cut to where Hama is running more errands by herself, and she's really getting along with Katara. And then we cut to where Team Avatar are sniffing around her inn, mostly Sokka, but they find puppets, and but then Sokka breaks into a room and tries to open the box, and then Toph like shifted it with the meteor Earth and got it open, but then Hama busted them. It's just tell them who she'll tell them what's in the box. It's basically just a comb, but it's a water tribe comb. She's from the Southern Water Tribe, which is kind of crazy. Then we got to where she was fixing a water tribe feast for them like, as like a surprise, and she's then also a waterbender. So she's like the last, well, second to last waterbender, which is kind of crazy. And we see like a flashback where the Fire Nation took her. She basically the Fire Nation when they did their raids took all the fire waterbenders and took them away, and she was like the last one left. And then she was the only one to actually escape the prisons. But when Sokka pressed on her, like, "How did you escape?" She, she's like, "I can't. It's too much." And so they kind of believe Sokka doesn't really, and he doesn't trust her for some reason. And so she wants to teach Katara some new like water bending lessons, like from a master. And so let's see here. So she agrees, and so Hama just literally pulled water out of thin air when they started training. And they talk about different ways that they've done this before, and like how Katara used like her own sweat as a to create her own water. Then we got to where Aang tells the man that he was that was like the only one to escape, and his name is Old Man Ding. And he's like, "Why did people call me Old Man Ding? Alright, I'm old, but still. Even when I was young, I was called Old Man Ding." Anyway, that was really bad. I'm very sorry. And anyway. And it's just like it's felt like something came over his body, and it was under a full moon, and it was just walking like towards the mountains. All of a sudden the sun came up, and he got back control of his body and left. Then we cut to where back to Qatar and Hama training. And so basically, if these clouds do not stop, this might trip people out with this lighting. Okay. Anyway, the point is, Hama and Qatar are training, and they're learning different ways to pull water out of different objects. And Hama shows her how to take it out of flowers and out of plants and stuff like that. And she says these are like beautiful like fire lilies. They only bloom like once a year. And so when she took the water out of it, obviously it turned the plants black and bad looking. And Victoria's like, "Oh, what about the pretty flowers?" Like, "Oh, they're just plants. It's fine." That's when I started to notice. I was like, "Okay, you're being a little sus." Just saying. Anyway, and then took water from the lilies, and the next one, the final lesson is gonna be tonight at midnight under a full. Well, it will be at night under a full moon. Then we cut to where Aang talks to the old man, and like I said, he was possessed to a cave, and then the sun risen and he bolted. Like I already said, Toph said so Toph, Sokka, and Aang go to the cave, and then Katara Hama is teaching Katara some more. And then when Toph, Sokka, and Aang got to the cave, we found out that it's Hama that was behind it, and that Toph will let them out, and Sokka and Aang are gonna go after Hama. So we found out that Hama is a bloodbender, and we get more of the flashbacks of her being in prison, like how like they put her in chains when she wanted like a drink of water, and they were held in like dry suspended areas. It was like a very dry heat, so they couldn't get any water. Period. But she noticed that every full moon, she started to get really, really energized by the moon and receiving its power. And so she tested it on rats, and since she got the hang of that, she used it on the guard, and she just got the guard to break her out, and she left, and that's what happened. And Katara really, really doesn't want to do it, and but she makes her do it, and it's a very, very insane fight scene. And it was probably one of the best fight scenes on the show, to be quite honest, because when they're fighting, the way we're taking water out of the trees and then sending it back at each other, and then when Qatar just literally did like almost like an earthbending move and just went and sent the water flying and like knocked her out almost. But it was really, 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 really great scene. I really, really enjoyed that a lot. And so she managed to throw off Hama bloodbending her, because she also gets strength from the moon as well. So anyway, then Aang and Sokka show up, and they got so Hama took control of them. So Katara had to bloodbend Hama to stop her, and then Hama is arrested, and Katara breaks down crying because she had to do it, but she still hated that she had to do it, which was very emotional for her. So really, really great episode. I really enjoyed it. I gave it an A+ because it was really good. The fight scenes were good, and just the whole storyline is good. And actually, this is pretty much a Halloween episode, and I totally didn't plan this, but it'll be Halloween tomorrow, so enjoy this episode. But I highly recommend watching this episode. It's really, really good, and get a lot of you get to hear about someone that used to be in the Southern Warring tribe besides just them and the parents from like long, long, long ago. So anyway, that's it. I hope you all have a great day. I hope you all will like, comment, and subscribe because it does help out the channel a lot. And I hope you all have a good one. Bye.